I do need to say this, though. I don't think Angel Hernandez should be umping playoff games. He's absolutely terrible. He's terrible behind the plate today. He's terrible at first base. It's amazing that how he's getting a job to pitch to play in these, to umpire in these playoff games.
What did you say to him in the first inning?
It's just a conversation for us, but he shouldn't be anywhere near a playoff game.
Is that sentiment shared by many of your teammates?
Everybody, I think.
Everybody.
I think if you go ask them on the other side too.
CC, was this strike zone tonight?
It's always.
Yeah.
It's always. He's bad. I don't understand why he's doing these games.
And years later, CC Sabathia gets his wish. Angel Hernandez has officially retired. The Yankees win yet another series, and Major League Baseball is possibly killing MLB YouTubers. What's going on, guys? It's the King of 161st Street. I'm back with another video, and let's quickly, and I mean quickly, recap this latest series, and I'll let you know why I'm skimming through this game at a later point in this video. Let's get right into it. Game 1, we go up against Yu Darvish, and Anthony Volpe gets the train going with a triple right away. Keeps his hit streak going, and the Yankees do not turn back from there. They get back-to-back home runs from Soto and Judge. To cap it all off, Giancarlo Stanton joins the party in that same inning, and they have a 5-run third inning. They tag Yu Darvish for 7 runs after he had not given up a run in 25 straight innings. Carlos Rodon looked really good. Didn't have the strikeout totals you would have liked. The way he played to contact, it was very much soft contact. Very good start by Carlos Rodon. Yankees win this game 8-0 against one of the better pitchers in the National League. In this game, the bats got going early with another home run by Aaron Judge, his 4th home run in as many games. He has been absolutely crazy. Anthony Volpe during the game continues his hit streak, going 2 for 5. We got RBIs from Anthony Rizzo, Gleyber Torres, and Marcus Stroman had a gem, pitching 6 innings of no-run baseball, out-dueling one of the better pitchers that got moved this offseason in Dylan Cease. His ERA now goes below 3 as well, so now we have 4 out of our 5 starters that have a below 3 ERA. Yankees win this game 5-1. We officially win the series. We have only lost 2 series, drew 2 series, and we have won the rest. This has been an insane year. And then in game 3, Clark Schmidt pitched very well, didn't really get the run support you would have liked, and obviously the Yankees didn't put up the runs against the worst pitcher out of the bunch that they faced, Joe Musgrove. The bullpen really suffered in this game, giving up all but 2 runs technically on the board. Clark did not give up any runs, but he had some inherited runners on, one by an error from Gleyber Torres, one that he walked on. Clark had a good outing. The bullpen shit the bed. San Diego wins this game 5-2. So Yankees do not get a sweep, but they do win the series again. This has been an incredible season so far for the Yankees. It's becoming a theme that the starting pitching on this team has been unreal over the past month. Every start, you're looking at this team and you're saying, okay, I'm expecting 2 runs or less, because that's exactly what they've given us. Over the last 11 starts, they've given up around a 1 ERA. You know how insane that is? To have less than a 2 ERA over 11 starts. That's 2 separate cycles plus 1. Absolutely insane stuff from this rotation, and a main cog of that is Marcus Stroman. Definitely had probably one of his best games in San Diego. That sinker was unhittable. His slider was finally able to get the break that it wanted. He wasn't staying so far out of the zone that it was just getting taken every time. He was unhittable on Saturday night. That's the Marcus Stroman that I was expecting. That's the Marcus Stroman that we have been getting for most of this year. And I've seen a bunch of people talk about after 2 starts of him not even being that bad, but him being slightly worse than before, automatically saying he's the odd man out. And I know I shouldn't be listening to randoms on Twitter or whatever, but it is a gauge of what the fan base is saying, because most Yankee fans are not legitimate names. So it's always a good barometer of what the fans' opinions are to just go go on these forums, on like Twitter and Instagram and all these places to see what people are saying. Because although they don't speak for 100% of the fan base, there's a lot of the fan base that are on these platforms. And it was a little disheartening to see so many people almost give up on Marcus Stroman after a couple of frustrating, but not the worst starts in the world. Finally, Marcus Stroman is back to the form that he was in his first couple starts of the year. Finally, people are back on his side. Hopefully that continues. Sorry for how quick I am going through this recap. Again, I'm telling you why after my next topic, which is Angel Hernandez officially retires from baseball. It is about damn time. His name is one of the most ironic names in human history. To call him Angel Hernandez when he is very clearly a baseball terrorist. Some of these calls are absolutely insane. Has probably the worst track record of any umpire in MLB history. As you heard in the intro, players would call him out. There's rules against players going to the media to talk about officiating. These guys were so fed up, they took the fine. They went to the media and talked hella shit about Angel Hernandez. Angel Hernandez at times didn't even seem like he cared when he was out there. He was a mess. And I know part of the reason that he kept his job in the first place is because he's a good person. And none of this is supposed to be an attack on his personality. This is strictly baseball. And if we talk about it in strictly baseball terms, he is probably the worst umpire in human history. There are a lot of people out there that still have the belief, oh, robo-umps would ruin the game. We need the human element. Well, if someone says that, just pull up a montage of Angel Hernandez calls on a normal game, not even his worst games. Pull up a normal Angel Hernandez game. I can tell you 8 out of 10 of those people will be like, wow, maybe the robo umps are necessary. Because how could you be that bad at your job? This is your only job, is to call balls and strikes when you are behind the plate. It is your job to call safer out on first base. You can't even do that right. That's your only job. It's absolutely ridiculous that he stayed around this long. He screwed up so many different games to where you kind of think about how different would baseball be if Angel Hernandez was not around? How many games would have ended differently? You should not be saying that about a referee or umpire in any sport, but it is a question that could be had in this moment. Although he is a long tenured guy in the sport, he will be rarely missed. Good riddance, Angel Hernandez. Hopefully you enjoy retirement and stay the hell away from our sport. Anyways, let's get to the reason of why my recap was so quickly. MLB is starting to copyright claim mass amounts of videos that have MLB content in them. MLB content in terms of clips and other sort of copyrighted material that MLB owns. Now, they do own this content, right? So they are well within their right to do this, but creates a scary precedent, especially for someone like me, especially for someone who is trying to get into this space. Because the reason we get into this is because we love the game of baseball, and the reason why we stay in it is because we want to make this a livelihood. I know my goal someday, way down the road, I'm very far from it, but someday I want this to be my job. I want to do this and make money and this to be my occupation. MLB is making it impossible for anyone who wants to do this style of content and make money. They are forcing out some of the OGs of this community, such as Fuzzy and guys like Pitching Ninja, to where now probably the OG of this style of video, Fuzzy, is now not going to be doing recaps anymore. He's gonna have to pivot his entire content because of this change. MLB is a sport that is not as popular as it used to be, because at first it's too slow. It's a game that has too many old people inside it. This is the type of change that keeps the sport that way, because what did Fuzzy and what did Pitching Ninja do? They brought a younger audience to the sport. They made the sport digestible for the younger side of this fan base to understand and gravitate to the sport. To take that away is almost trying to set money on fire, because that's the new fan base. That's the new generation of baseball fans. And there's not a lot of them that are going to MLB Network and listening to Robert Flores and some of the other guys that are on those panels. No one's listening to Mad Dog talk about baseball anymore. He's too busy saying dumb shit on ESPN. Those times are over. The newer generation is using sites like YouTube and TikTok to get their baseball information. And now Major League Baseball is saying, no, we are not going to allow you to do that. That's not going to funnel fans to your TV channel. That's going to funnel baseball fans to basketball. It's going to funnel baseball fans into football or any of these other sports, because those sports are more accessible. The reason why I made my video quickly is because I don't want to add as many clips to this video, because I don't want this video to get claimed. And although I'm not fully affected by the claim yet, because I don't make money, a copyright claim just means the owner of the copyright, meaning MLB, would keep all the revenue for the video. I'm not affected yet, but like I said before, if I want this to be my job, it will affect me down the line. And two, I have done the research and I see there is a chance that they suppress these videos as they get claimed, meaning less of you guys get this video recommended. That's a problem if I want to grow this channel. That's a problem for any YouTuber. This revelation that I have seen has made me think a lot over the past 24 hours. What the hell should I do? Because obviously I have to pivot off of doing these recaps alone. If they're not gonna make any money and they're going to get suppressed, how am I going to grow? So I have made the decision. I have to stop procrastinating on it. I will start streaming. I'm hoping to get a stream going by tomorrow, which would be tonight for you guys. Tonight for the Yankee game. So around the 9 o'clock time, I will be live on Twitch, live watching the game, being a companion. You guys can come in, ask me about the team, talk about the game that's going on, ask me any baseball question, whatever you want. But I'll be live tonight at 9. Be there if you want to support. I hope that this gets to the masses here, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. If you're new here, hit that sub button. It's a little bit of a different video, but hopefully you understand. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. I'm out of here. Take care and peace.